special exclusive for Billy, traveling across the world to Ireland to interview Michael Jackson, who is working in the studio with Will.i.am.
Access.
June 13th, 2005, Michael Jackson emerges from the courthouse drained and pronounced not guilty on all 10 counts against him. Since then, he's been all over the Middle East, and now Europe is his home. Michael invited me to Ireland to observe him as he got back into the studio. Can lightning strike twice for the king of pop? Michael insisted this was not a formal interview. He wanted us to be more like flies on the wall. So this is really kind of an exploratory mission. You deciding to get back into making music.
I never stopped. I'm always writing potpourri of music. You know, that's how it is.
Relaxed and ready to return.
What should we do first? I don't even know.
We're just spontaneously talking.
Play some music, or
yeah, you can play something. We'll just spontaneously go through it.
Let's hear what we got. Let's hear it.
That is the Michael Jackson we found when Acces journeyed over 5,000 miles to this classic old Irish estate outside of Dublin. The stone manor is built to rock with a state-of-the-art recording studio. But it's because of the beauty of the emerald landscape that Michael chose to be here.
Less shadow. Yeah, less shadow. It's more frontal. Yeah, yeah. You like that? I like that, but can you pump the more, make it a little hotter? You mean warmer? Or no, brighter? Brighter, take away the shadows. I kind of look like I slept. So I just need your help. I'm pretty much being inspired by the music and hearing other counter, riffs, what I could add or inspire to it. The music is very much like tapestry, you know. And it's just layers, but it's, sometimes you can put too much.
Michael is on the search for fresh sounds, and Black Eyed Peas leader Will.i.am is the man with the beats.
Yeah, right.
I like to take sounds and put them on the microscope and just talk about how we want to manipulate the character of it.
Will brought something new to the table, while keeping that classic Michael sound intact.
Living off the wall, I'm kind of strange.
Oh, yeah, off the wall, yeah.
This is crazy.
If Michael likes what he hears, he'll add his own musical touches. But for now, the two work the board, weaving out a sound tapestry, layer by layer.
We'll pretend we're technically inclined.
Do not doubt his tech savvy. Michael knows his way around a recording studio and our new digital camera.
So how old is this model, this camera?
It's 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
Cool.
That one was hit in 2005.
Really? Sony.
And then we have a third camera, a little one.
That's
HDV,
behind
high
it.
definition DV.
Really?
1080 line.
It's pretty nice.
Wow, this does slow motion too?
That's
Wow.
There's another one.
That's a beauty. It's like you can edit within the camera.
Can you operate it?
I don't know. Okay, yeah.
Shoot us.
He's got it. Are you a technology?
I love it. Yeah, I love
Love the
cameras.
action.
And yeah, love it. It's a beauty.
Yeah, that's
What's the price of this one retail?
$6,000.
Wow, Sony makes them.
These guys out of business. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm gonna show
See,
you.
but Panasonic makes one and they make one. That's great, Sony.
Good deal.
That's a beauty. It's like you can edit within the camera.
Film me. Can you operate it?
I don't know. Okay, yeah.
Are you a technology?
I love it. Yeah, I love
Love the
cameras.
action.
And yeah, love it. It's a beauty.
Yeah, that's light.
What's the price of this one retail?
$6,000.
Wow.
But what really impressed Michael? Will's music.
What'd you think there?
Very, very nice groove. I like the chords. I like what you did.
That's a club banger.
Yeah.
What they call that one.
So this is really kind of an exploratory mission, you deciding to get back into making music.
I never stopped.
It was the early stage of a collaboration between Michael and Black Eyed Peas leader Will.i.am. Beats that would blossom into something more, echoing inside the studio on the tranquil grounds of an Irish country estate.
I'm always writing. Potpourri of music, you know, that's how it is.
Though Will is firmly established in his own right, he's still a bit in awe to be working side by side with the king of pop.
You got a phone call on the tour bus, right?
Hmm?
Someone said, Mike's on the phone.
I was like, no, come on, stop playing around. I didn't know it. Thought somebody was joking.
I like to take sounds and put them on the microscope and just talk about how we want to manipulate the character of it.
For his part, Will brought something new to the table while keeping Michael's classic sound intact.
Living off the wall, I'm kind of
on the wall, yes.
Enamored by Will's beats, Michael could not contain himself.
Hopefully this is the first of many sessions that we get together and make music.
Sadly, Michael and Will's plan to create something new and unique remains an unrealized dream.
Do you see something big with the music that you make again, or getting that groundswell going, doing clubs and intimate things and then getting it bigger and bigger and bigger?
Gee, I'm not sure. I haven't thought. It's a great question. I haven't thought about it on that level.
I could answer that for a fan.
Go ahead.
Big.
Certainly there was nothing bigger in the works than Michael's planned series of comeback concerts. Kenny Ortega was the show's and later the This Is It film director.
Once this got started, I saw something triggered in him, and he seemed to be like nourished by all of this. He was excited by it.
Of course, that all changed when Michael died. But since his death, the demand for anything Michael has been extraordinary. The concert film grossed more than $252 million worldwide, while the double This Is It CD sold more than 5 million copies. And there's still much more music to come. Sony Music has guaranteed Jackson's estate between $200 and $250 million for the release of 10 CDs over the next 7 years. A collection of previously unreleased tracks is due in the fall, and there's even a collaboration with singer-songwriter Lenny Kravitz.
It's a track that I wrote called Another Day. It was one of the greatest musical experiences I've ever had. It's a powerful track. I wish we could have done more.
The man who's known as a P.T. Barnum of the recording industry, everything done big and extravagant, is really sort of dialing it back to the roots.
Michael was on the search for fresh sounds, and Black Eyed Peas frontman Will.i.am was the man.
Yeah, right. So this is like, this is baby steps of just checking out what may be a collaboration or some work together.
Yeah, yes.
Why Will?
Because I think he's doing wonderful, innovative, positive, great music. Thought it'd be interesting to collaborate or just, you know, see how the chemistry works.
Does he take your advice well?
Yeah, we
It's like, you have to take advice from the king of pop.
I like to take sounds and put them on the microscope and just talk about how we want to manipulate the character of it.
Will's beats were infectious as we got a small taste of Michael for what proved to be the final time.
Taking a next step, is there any, I mean, is this going to be something totally new you've never done before, you think, the next step? Or maybe like, I look at Stallone doing Rocky again, and, you know, just look at something like Thriller was so massive, doing Thriller 2 in a way, with CDs and DVDs and web components, the stuff that he's really good at. Would you do something like that?
Sure. Why not? Yeah, of course.
I mean, there was nothing ever bigger than that. That is the biggest album ever. People love it. If you went back and took it to a second chapter.
It's a great idea.
Is that the first time you've heard of it? I mean, like, or have you thought about that?
No, I haven't really thought about it in that way, but I will give it more thought. Yeah.
I mean, this guy can contact Mars over here on the computer, and
I
chat with Martians. I mean, I've seen him. That's what it's about now. This MySpace generation of, you know what I mean?
That's right.
And that's what he represents access to. Could you do something with the biggest album that there ever was?
that there ever will be.
Yeah, I mean, are we talking about only new stuff that we're interested in, or taking something that was massive and reintroducing it to some people who might not know it as well?
We haven't really discussed it yet on that level, but I'm sure at some point we will. But it's a great thought.
I feel like I'm a collaborator here.
Yeah, you are.
I might get a credit.
Yeah, you are.
I might get a credit. Let's hear it, Will.
I like the breakdown.
What'd you think there?
Very, very nice groove.
Yeah.
I like the chords. I like what you did.
That's a club banger.
Yeah.
That's what they call that one.
What do you think it's about now? Is it about a smaller circuit and getting that club thing going? I mean, Michael, I look at you as the P.T. Barnum of the recording industry. I've heard that before. Just big, going big, massive shows with, all the way. Not many people do that, can do that anymore. Do you see something big with the music that you make again, or getting that groundswell going, doing clubs and intimate things and then getting it bigger and bigger and bigger?
Gee, I'm not sure. I haven't thought. It's a great question. I haven't thought about it on that level.
That for a fan.
Go ahead.
Big.
Big. Right back to just big. Like
something needs to put a jolt back in the music industry, and the only thing that can do that is the jolt itself, the energy that sparked the imagination of the kids that me, the Justin Timberlakes. We're all products of this. So the only person that could put that jolt back in it, to that monstrosity of entertainment and music, is the one who created that.
Michael, I would love to hear what you thought of Justin Timberlake or something like that, because he's the closest thing to Michael Jackson, I think, today, you know what I mean? That's out there performing. Maybe, some might say Usher, but great singers and dancers and entertainers. What do you think of him? And what do you see out there today that you like?
I think I think Justin's doing a wonderful job, as well as Usher, and it's great to see. I'm inspired by what they do, and I'm sure I've inspired them, and it's very nice.
Will's beats are infectious, and an enthusiastic Michael could not contain himself.
Do you feel you have enough?
I could go forever, Michael. You don't want to ask me that, Michael.